America Stadium as Carolina emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Spinning past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
John Reddick in on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Panthers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, they'll set up the screen to Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing again, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray again. That is incomplete.
Murray's pass, intended for number 36, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the
tackle
27.
made by Devondre Campbell.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Coming this way. Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
7-yard line.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Good eye, man.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT.
The point after.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Cardinals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Muhammad. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The ball carrier.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
From the gun, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And the Cardinal.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Murray now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll run with Muhammad. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the punt.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Muhammad. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down,
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down now, Muhammad, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 36.
It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Panthers 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. And again, it's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Golden with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Broken tackle. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check pass. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 5'9". Target.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
He may try and run for this. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
At the 16-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
For the Panther field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Muhammad. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game. 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On second down now, Muhammad, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tackle made at the
now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Prime. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.